Yeah. No, I do visualize stuff like that, crazy stuff like, you know, just say the barber flaked out and then who would I call? You know, like hey, Ace's Barbershop.
Yeah.
Here I come with my van. Hey, I got you, bro. Come
Yeah.
on in. Gotta you have a wedding in an hour? I got you, bro.
Yeah.
Instead of running to the bar shop downtown looking for, I just pull up to your house, pull up to whatever any place you're at, and I got you.
It's on my face. It's on my face now, so I can like talk to the audience. You don't have to talk to the audience. It's up to you if you want
Okay.
to.
Okay.
It's definitely your preference.
Okay.
Other than that, we'll just have a conversation.
Just
We'll talk about a little bit of Paso. We'll plug you in a little bit. But just to start, if you want to introduce yourself, who you are, what you do, and a little bit about your story, if you want to kick it off.
okay. My name's Luis Cortes, and I am 42 years old, and from Paso Robles, and yeah, I'm married. We got 5 kids, and yeah, I'm just just trying to do better every day.
That's good. That's good. 5 kids? I didn't
Five
realize
kids.
5 kids, man.
Total, yeah, 5 kids.
Yeah. Was that the goal from the beginning? To have 5 kids?
I think just the goal is just no, it wasn't the goal. It was just when life happens, it just
Yeah.
happens. So whatever God gives you, and you just these challenges or these obstacles
Yeah.
through life, and yeah, just take one step at a time.
Yeah. Well, I gotta. My mind works so weird. Like when I saw you and technically my like stepsister.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Find out years
Yeah,
later.
we're family, brother.
We're family.
We're family. Yeah.
So, but when I met you guys for the first time, like later when my sister Alicia started getting to know her sister, kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's like you guys looked young. You carry yourselves as young, and like so when you said 5 kids right now, I'm like what?
Yeah.
So what like in my head, I'm like, what makes you like look and feel young? Because obviously nobody's gonna be like you're 40 years old. How old are you, by the way?
Yeah, 42 years old.
That's insane, man. You look good.
Yeah, thank you. I just so let me take it back a little bit. So 2021, I was diagnosed a brain tumor. So I had cancer, and I had to do 2 surgeries, and I had to go through chemo, radiation, and then after I went readmission, I just changed my health. I just changed my diet, started working out, just being disciplined, and yeah, I just put that extra morning workouts and just stop drinking, start smoking, just being
Yeah.
healthy.
You just like cigarettes, just beer, liquor, that devil's lettuce.
It's
What
mostly
are we looking at?
yeah, the old devil's lettuce. Yeah, I definitely just alcohol and yeah, just before I got saved, yeah, I was just out in the world, just being a fool, hanging out with the wrong people, and thought that was cool.
Yeah.
But once I got, like I said, once I got hit by a brain tumor, brain cancer, that's when like reality hit me like hard. Like, okay, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, you started like prioritizing a little bit more.
Yeah, life got serious when I got hit hard. And I'm like, oh man, am I gonna make it?
Yeah. Well, so far I'm happy you're here. Like, let's put that out there. So what's your current situation? Are you not
So
experiencing any?
readmission? Yeah, I don't go back. I don't go back every. I have It was every 3 months of scans. Now every 6 months. Now it's every year. So I don't go back to like June, July
Oh, okay.
for like a spinal scan and a brain scan. So yeah, once a year now. So and yeah, just fighting every day and not thinking about it and just pray to God that just keep going in life.
Yeah. So when you first found out, like anything you dive into, you start learning a lot of it. You almost like feel yourself as an expert of your body and what you have to eat, what you don't have to eat. You talk to all these doctors, right?
Yeah.
Do you find yourself a little bit more like definitely more knowledgeable? But like, what do you know now that back then you were like, oh, I would have done something differently to try to avoid it, if that's the case?
Yeah, I think it's experience. You learn a lot from your experience and knowing yourself in these situations. And yeah, just you definitely learn a lot when you go through hell,
Yeah.
through the experience. Because it wasn't the tumor, it wasn't the cancer that messed me up. It was actually fear, trauma, not sleeping, not eating, just going through it in this dark hole, rabbit hole.
Yeah.
And I had to, like, all right, God, help me out, and then little by little, I just kind of, fought every day mentally, and yeah, just just one day at a time.
Yeah. And when you mentioned finding like a mental battle and stuff like that, obviously family is a big part of your support,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
I mean, I can only imagine somebody who doesn't have that support right away. I think we're blessed in that way. When something happens to us, all of a sudden family's like right there.
yeah,
And the family that isn't or is not, you don't really try to like hold it against them, but you keep moving forward. What is there any like videos or like any books that you read that kind of helped you through this a little bit more? Because like I said, when you're in it, you're searching for answers.
yeah,
You know?
yeah. So my wife is pretty knowledge because she's vegan, so she
Okay.
she knows a lot. Like, if you have cancer, you should stop eating processed foods, sugar foods, all that stuff. So when she told me, like, okay, maybe it's time to change your diet, while I was in the middle of the tumor, I wasn't sure I had cancer yet, so I went straight vegan. I stopped eating red meat. It took a while to kind of get used to it, but I cold turkey everything, just. And yeah, so my wife was the knowledgeable one. She's actually taught me, like, teaching me, like, hey, if you want to do this, you want to live, like, just change your diet.
Yeah.
And yeah, people thought I was crazy. People thought, like, man, like, what do you mean you're not eating meat? Especially like the Mexican culture, like.
Oh yeah.
You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
And I lost a lot of weight. When I went to vegan, I lost a lot of weight. So I look, skin and bones,
Yeah.
unhealthy. So people, like, seeing the outside, but it's one of the process of going through steps.
Yeah. Yeah. You work on the body, you work on the mind, you work on, your soul. Financially, I know that was a tough situation. I saw you guys like setting up not yard sales, but like tacos.
Yeah, fundraisers. Yeah,
Who how'd that happen? Who helped you? Like, I know, like, when I've been through a few of the fundraisers types, and I think
Yeah.
you guys helped a little bit when my sister's dad passed away for like the funeral expenses. But like, I always like, how do people like get to like, how do people connect to make that happen?
So yeah, so my wife and her church, they put this fundraising thing going on. So it's a big help from my wife and my church, Victory Outreach in Paso Robles. And yeah, just by knowing people, talking to people, they came together
Yeah,
and helped support.
that's really cool, man. That's really cool. And then you got your barber, your mobile barber service now that's helping out. Because
Yeah.
I know you had a storefront and then you closed.
Yeah.
You know?
Once I found out, they told me once they pulled the tumor out of my brain, they tested out, like, okay, you got cancer. Once they told me I got cancer, that's when I closed down my barbershop. So I had a barbershop downtown Paso, 14 years. And yeah, I was like, you know what, my health comes first. And yeah, so I was going through chemo, and me and my wife, it's like, how about a mobile barbershop? Like, yeah, that'd be kind of cool, So we wanted to go check it out.
Yeah.
And just to go check out vans, so we ended up taking the van. So we told them what we're doing. And so we just little by little, kind of put a little mobile barbershop together. And I just started the beginning of this year. And yeah, it's so far so good, it's getting there.
You got your regulars coming back and be like, hey, yo, hook me up. And
Yeah, I definitely get some regulars. I get some new people. Yeah, I just me driving around, and they call, text, like, hey, can you cut my kids hair?
Yeah.
Okay, where you at?
yeah.
But so I do have a part-time job, so I do work for the school district,
Yeah.
And so I'm a lunch guy at Glen Speck school, and I've been working for the school district for like 3 years. And so yeah, so I enjoy working for the school. I mean, it's the kids that bring life to me, you know. But it's cool. It's actually cool. Is you get to know like the community, you
Yeah.
know, all the kids and the parents. So it's pretty cool, man. You know, it helped me like it just helped me like not say a better person, but like a better help, you know, talk to kids, communicate with kids.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I definitely, yeah.
Kids say the darndest things, huh?
Oh yeah, they're crazy, man. I'm in their little world when I'm their school, but you know it's fun, man. It keeps me out of the big world.
Yeah,
It feels like we're back to school. You know, like man, I really miss school.
yeah. That's fun. So what are your plans with Ace's mobile barbershop? They can reach you at 805-769-7693.
Yeah, that's it right there. That's
There you
it.
go. That's a shirt. So what are your goals? I mean, and right now, you know, you put it together. Obviously, some time and money spent doing that. What's your like? You know, you've done the right thing. Client, like, how far do you want to get?
Man, sky's the limit on this. Sky's the limit on life. You know, whatever God takes me, I'm just, you know,
Yeah.
I can't put a cap on it. So I just whatever God takes me, I just, you know, keep going and keep going.
Yeah. So when I say, you know, how high, like I'm thinking like celebrity calls you up just randomly.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. You know what? If they call me up, hey, let's go.
Yeah.
You know. Hey, Snoop Dogg wants a haircut. Let's go.
Yeah. Snoop Dogg. I'm sure he'll be here around here
Right.
somewhere.
We get him right here.
I mean, Paso's growing so big that like celebrities are starting to like kind of show their face a little bit here.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, all right, cool. Like, you know, I wonder where they get their haircut. I wonder where they try to do, you know, whatever they need to do.
Yeah. You know what? Yeah. So there is like I know there's after the baseball season's over, I know a lot of baseball players come over here.
Oh yeah.
So I did catering too before the whole pandemic. So my friend has a catering business, and yeah, he gets baseball players.
Like major league or
yeah, major league player. Yeah. We're at Tucson, and me and him were serving Jock Peterson, baseball player, after they won the World Series. And it was crazy. We did like a dinner for him, and the next morning we did like a brunch, and they're just regular guys.
Yeah.
Just getting away from the big scene, the big show, just to take a break with their family. But it was actually pretty cool just talking to them. But who knows? You know, I might, you know, do their haircut.
Yeah. You never know. And I think that's what, like, if you see the opportunity, you kind of go for it, you know?
Yeah.
I know that the few times we've been talking and, you know, I'll ask you questions like, hey, whatever you need. And I'm like, I'm happy about that. And I think that's going to help you in certain situations where like, it's going to be like instant. Something's going to happen. It's like, hey, I need a haircut this Friday or whatever. And you're like, I got you. And then all of a sudden it just blows up.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. You know what? It's crazy because like I'm just like you said, like someone calls me up or texts me, I need a haircut like early in the morning. Hey, I need to be there 6 o'clock in the morning. Oh, really? So yeah, like I move like that.
I feel like I've seen your Instagram post and you're up like 6 o'clock in the morning doing somebody's haircut.
Yeah. I get up at 4 or 5 in the morning, hit the gym, then I do a haircut at 6 o'clock in the morning. And there's a lot of like workers like can't get a haircut between like 8 and 5 because they're too busy working. Mm-hmm. And they actually appreciate that. Like, man, like you do a haircut at 6 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
'Cause a lot of the barbers, I used to open up at 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. But you got the ones that are like, man, I can't get in there because you guys are busy. But I get there 6 o'clock in the morning and they're like, appreciate it.
Yeah.
You know, because they have a big day going on. They got appointments scheduled for plumbing or whatever going on. But I kind of, not say I cater for those guys, but I'm like, you know, the hardworking guys that don't have a chance to get in there.
Yeah, no, I can see that happening to those guys that like get up at 4 o'clock in the morning just to work out and then do whatever they need to be. Because I mean, there's like this mentality where if you wake up early, nobody's waking up until like 9 anyway, like 8:30, 9 o'clock. Yeah. So you beat half the world already at whatever you're doing.
Yeah,
you know, you get those first 4 hours in.
Yeah.
you know, for some reason in my head, I have to have the last 3 hours of my day to do my thing. And then I feel like I'm getting ahead.
Yeah.
But like, I can just see that somebody waking up, you know, somebody who's going to take care of their hair, their body a little bit. And they're going to call you up 6 o'clock in the morning. It's like, hey, I forgot I had this meeting. I need you to cut me, you know, like,
yeah,
that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Like I said, I had a guy, he's a plumber, and he hit me up. Hey, I need a haircut early in the morning. But I'm leaving tomorrow to Kansas in an airplane. And he's like, yeah, I got you, bro. And he thought I was going to show around like 9 o'clock or like a regular, you know, a regular scheduled barber usually sometimes shows up. And no, I was like, hey, I'm here, bro. You know, I'm like if you need an emergency haircut, hey, I might show up. Could be 3 a.m., whatever.
I got to be honest, when you're looking at my beard, you're going, he needs a cut, huh?
Need a little cleanup. But you know what? Sometimes I do look at people like a canvas. If you're a canvas, I got you.
Do you go around like when you're talking to people or whatever, or even at the school, you look at a little kid like, greñudo, I want to like cut his hair a little bit.
I you know what?
Like here, give your mom my business card. I mean, I'm sure you're not allowed to do that. I don't know, but that'd be a good opportunity.
Yeah, right, you know what? Yeah, I mean, haircuts got so expensive, and I see like these homemade haircuts. You know, I don't blame them, and I do offer like, hey, you know, if your son needs a haircut, it's a, you know, I'll bless your haircut. Yeah, I mean, I do. I reach out to these parents. I give them like a business card and like, hey, you know, it's all good. It's in the house. Yeah. But yeah, it's tough, you know, because it is getting expensive. So, you know.
Oh yeah, I remember. I'm sure you've heard of it, La Chinita on 21st Street.
Yeah.
You know, Lee's Beauty Salon. Yep. Like I remember going there as a kid, and my mom was like, "Get creative." Like she told me, like, tell them what you want. I'm like, a 2. Like I never got styled or anything. I just buzz it all off. I could have done it at home, kind of thing.
I think she's still going.
Yeah, she's still going strong.
Yeah, because I remember like the 90s, like maybe 94. Like my uncles, my tios, are like, "Voy a cortar el pelo con la chinita." I was like, "Who? La chinita?" Okay. Yeah, and if you know the chinita, then everybody knows. You know, like you said, like man. But yeah, she's like a local celebrity.
Yeah, all my tias went over there, and because it got, you know, whatever they need to do with their hair. Yeah, you know, but it was very interesting because like I see other people who like reference her. I'm like, what? Like,
yeah. No, she's still going hard. She's still like the chinita's still going.
You know, it's funny. I don't even know if she's Chinese. We just all call her Chinita.
Yeah. You know, I don't know. I don't think she is Chinese.
Yeah, I don't know either.
But hey, but more power to her. You know?
Yeah, no, she definitely has a good spot, and people recognize her. But that's why I'm saying, like, I knew your spot. I never went to you for a haircut. If anything, I went to your wife for a haircut. Yeah, because I just had that connect real quick. But I know you have that support for you when it comes to like building your barbershop back up. Mm-hmm. So that's why I'm not in my head. I'm like, oh, dude, you're already like ahead of other people. If somebody just learned how to cut hair, which I'm guessing takes some time to like get comfortable with, it, right? It's a little bit harder, I think. Mm-hmm. But I know guys who have cut hair from the garage to start, and they would tell me, hey, if you never need a haircut, just let me know. Yeah. And I ask how much. Like, just throw me whatever you want. Like $5, $10, doesn't matter. He's like, it was good practice for them. And now Eddie Barber.
Oh, yeah.
He started with the garage. How did you start? Like, what inspired you to become this artist that you are?
So in 2000, I was cutting my own hair in high school, just cutting my own hair, just cutting it, and had a couple of friends, man, who cut your hair? Like, oh man, did I mess up my hair? I said, no, actually it looks pretty good. Can you cut my hair? It's like, sure, I'll cut your hair. You know, to let you know, I'm not a barber, bro. I'm just trying to, you know, just a guy in the room cutting hair, and so I was cutting hair in my parents' house. Had hair on the floor, carpet, you know, vacuum. But yeah, I started cutting hair, and my senior year came around, and I'm like, okay, now what am I gonna do after that? So yeah, I moved down to Orange County, and went to barber college. I had family that lives down there, and that was in 2002. I was probably like 19 years old, working at a barbershop for like 6 years, and in 2008, I opened up my own barbershop, Ace's Barbershop. Mm-hmm. And just been working there for like all the way to the 2021 after the pandemic. And it's crazy because like during the whole pandemic, all the barbers can't really be cutting hair
Mm.
in their bar shops. I don't know if you remember. I don't know if you remember that.
Yeah. Yeah. They couldn't. And, if they did, they had to keep it down low.
Yeah, we had to keep it down low. Actually, I was actually going to some of these restaurants cutting hair in their bathrooms after hours.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Like, hey, primo, si puedes cortar el pelo como las 7. I was like, yeah. Like, where you at? Oh, aquí estamos in the restaurant.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Grab my stuff. But it felt weird. I remember I was going downtown, had a hat on, had my suitcase. I just felt like I was doing something. Yeah, I feel like I was doing something like a bootleg.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, like, okay, hopefully no one sees me and point the finger at me. But yeah, I was cutting hair in the bathroom, like looking out the window, just make sure no one like spying at me. But yeah, it was the barber game got crazy. But the whole pandemic, it just kind of throw things around.
Yeah.
But yeah, I definitely, I think every young barber starts out in the garage or in their room,
Yeah. Now, what I know also you're doing videography, and I know I've asked a few times, but just so people get a reference, like what started you becoming more videographer now too?
So after my second surgery, I had a second brain surgery. I was just laying down at the hotel, like, man, what am I going to do? And I always like want to learn how to do videos. And I was just looking at YouTube videos, like, all right, where should I start out? So I started out with my iPhone. It's an iPhone 12. And all the videos that I've been shooting has been my iPhone 12. And little by little, I just kind of like practicing every day, not, just get better. And yeah, this is actually coming up. Yeah. January, it's going to be a year since I've been doing videos, and I've been doing I did a wedding, I did a music video, people's, their foods, their business foods, tattoos, whoever. I'm real estate.
Yeah.
I mean, I really like it. I'm not just, hey, I'm doing just real estate. No, I'm doing everything.
Yeah. Yeah. So as of right now, where do you see your projections going here with videography? Do you see yourself like continuing? Are you looking to do like bigger and better jobs, or are you like, it's just a side project, I'm going to focus on cutting hair or working for the school district,
Yeah, I do.
That's three things you're juggling.
Yeah, it's three things I'm juggling. Yeah, I do like doing videos. I do want to grow. I do want to upgrade my my camera. I think I got passion for it,
Yeah.
and I think a lot of the locals, local business, like, man, I want someone to shoot my business or shoot something, or my real estate, whatever it is. Like, man, I want to be that guy, provide, because it's not cheap.
Oh no, and I've talked to a few people who have talked to me about renting the studio for like their thing.
Yeah.
And they ask me, questions that I'm like, I'm not saying I'm not comfortable. I can always figure it out, but there's things like I just don't do. We went out the studio, you sit down, you talk. I do the camera angles. That's it.
Yeah.
I get people asking about green screen. I get people about asking like social media clips and like recording and like multiple things and editing. And I'm like, oh no, I'm too lazy for that kind of stuff. And but I know for sure in Paso, there's not a lot of people who are doing what you're trying to do, which is like, nice transitions, little short videos, something they can use on social media. So like, I think right now you're like already a step ahead of a lot of other people who are doing, weddings, but they're doing the full wedding, not little clips,
Yeah. I think I just, I think people like looking for, something, record their business. But man, I love helping out other people's business, because I have a business myself, and I totally understand. Like, man, like I want to provide, something, for their business, their services, whatever it is. Could be a detailing, car details, or whatever it is. I'm totally open.
Yeah. Is there anything like you've done that people right now will recognize as like one of the, like a brand in the area, or is it just still like small stuff?
Yeah, I think it's just small local things, you know.
Yeah.
Just small local things, and they just want to slowly grow. And I'm like, but you know, I like having fun with it. I try to like make them like comfortable. Like, hey, just have fun, you know, just have fun with it. It's not make it feel like a corporate business. Like, all right, thank you. You know, I just try to make it comfortable.
Yeah. So, let's say I challenge you, right? Let's say, hey, go talk to some big dogs and see if they need a videographer.
Yeah.
Have you talked to anybody bigger? Like, have you actively gone out and be like, hey, I do this. I would love to work for this event. And you guys figure out, you know, whatever the compensation or the pricing is. Have you thought about those kind of things? Like, I'm going to put myself out there, or are you just waiting for like people to tell you, hey, I need this done?
Yeah, I kind of thought about that. I thought about like, you know, we have the local fair. You know, we got these concerts coming in, and, like, you know, big names. I'm like, I remember I told my wife, like, who do I ask, like, if I want like shoot a video or some kind of behind the scenes video?
Who's that person that hires the people?
Yeah, like who do I talk to? Just like, hey, I'm a local guy, like just want to show some cool stuff behind the scenes or whatever it is, like the fairgrounds or you know, just it doesn't have to be like an artist, a band. It could be like any little small business around the fair. But yeah, I kind of feel like maybe something, you know.
Would you consider doing it on your own and then just tagging them and be like, and see if they add you as collaborator?
Yeah.
Like, just go to the fair, record, hey, this is the Mid-State Fair, tag them, the event center or whatever, on social media, and see if they accept.
Yeah.
You know, because that's exposure right there.
Yeah, heck yeah. I mean, that'd be cool. I like to do that, you know.
Yeah, that'd be kind of cool. It feels like a long time away, the fair.
Yeah.
You know, so you're like, I want, you know, in my head, I'm like, yeah, you're gonna do it. And then like a month later, we're like, okay, is he still gonna do it? Because like more time has passed.
Yeah.
But it's just interesting because like in my head, I'm just thinking like those little things that you're doing and just tagging. You're going to be in the front of mind there.
Yeah.
For whenever they do, like, this guy's been tagging me all over the place.
Yeah.
I got to hire him or something. I got to talk to this guy, see what. Yeah. There's this the software I used for the camera switching. It's called Switcher Studio, which is an Apple-based app. Right, you can't do it on the Android phone. You have to do it only on Apple products.
Okay.
I keep tagging them on all my social media posts. I keep tagging Switcher Studio.
Okay.
So when you go on their page and you see, you know, there's 3 tabs. There's the post, there's the reel, and there's where they're tagged.
Okay.
The last like 10 is all me.
Oh, really? Huh?
So if anybody goes on their page and sees where they've been tagged, it's all me. And I'm just trying to keep people like,
just
hey,
trying to throw some bait.
Same thing with like Rode Pod Mic. I tag them since they're in the video.
Yeah,
you know,
that's cool, man.
Tag anybody who's, you know, if you're in the video, whoever makes the glasses, tag them. Yeah. You know, that's what I'm thinking. Like, it's already there, so why not?
Well, why not? You never know. I mean, it's a small seed you're throwing out there. See if it grows.
Right.
See if it catches. But yeah.
Yeah. Do you ever like? I think I'm already doing it for you. I'm fantasizing what's going to happen for you. Mm-hmm. Do you ever think about like, oh man, imagine there's a wedding and then there's like a movie theme, like it's like almost like out of a movie. Guy's hair's messed up. Yeah. It's the day of his wedding. Yeah. Who is he gonna call?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, I do visualize stuff like that, crazy stuff. Like, you know, just say the barber flaked out, and then who would I call? You know, like Ace's Barbershop. Yeah. Here I come with my van. Hey, I got you, bro. Come on in. Gotta. You have a wedding in an hour? I got you, bro.
Yeah.
Instead of running to the barbershop downtown looking for, you know, I just pull up to your house, pull up to whatever any place you're at, and I got you.
I just had this crazy idea as you're talking about, you know, as we're talking about this. You know how like a lot of hotels and restaurants here, they have clean cut people who are working?
Yeah.
Can you imagine going to each hotel and be like, hey, here's a group discount if you have your employees come to me?
Yeah. I do bundle deals. Yeah. You know, I do. Cause like, some families got like more than 2, 3, 4 kids, you know? Yeah. And like, like I said, it is expensive. I do bundle deals, but yeah, heck yeah. I mean, like, you know, like families and hotels.
Yeah. Cause you got it's a van, right?
Yeah. It's a van.
So you got your van decked out. You imagine pulling up and be like, yo, I got to talk to the manager.
Yeah.
Here's my card.
There you go.
This is what I'm doing. Yeah. You know, I know you have a good looking crew right here. Yeah. Let me know if I need to keep them clean and go from there.
Yeah, heck yeah. That'd be cool. You know what I mean? Like, that'd be cool. I'm down to do anything.
Yeah, I know. Can you imagine like if you go to In-N-Out? Because there you have to be clean cut,
Yeah.
clean haircut.
Yeah.
You know, so
Yeah. Yeah. You know, what's that called? First impressions.
first impressions, yeah.
That plays a big role.
Oh yeah,
I mean, like, you know, like today, like I got a haircut. I know I'm gonna get seen, and
yeah,
you know, like I want to look good, and it makes me, you know, feel good.
yeah. And then somebody sees, oh man, where'd that guy get his haircut? And you're
Yeah.
like, you do yourself, or you went to
Actually,
somebody
my
else?
wife actually cut my hair.
Oh,
Yeah.
she's
Yeah. Your sister.
Yeah, she's a stylist
You
too.
know? Yeah.
It's funny how small the world is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy because there's this realtor guy who rented out the studio one time, and he did one session. I brought in a friend who helped me kind of interview him because he didn't have anybody to talk back and forth, right, like this. And one of the clips he made himself from the video that he recorded, got like, you know, I'm gonna look it up. It was like a crazy amount of views. Let me see if I can find it real quick. It was okay. I'm gonna go on his page.
Yeah.
If you want to see, it's the real Robert McConaughey. He's not related to Matthew McConaughey, but he got a pretty big view, 828,000 views on that video. Dang. Yeah, I'll show it to you later. But it's my studio. It's kind of cool to be like part of that little success for him.
Yeah,
that's you know. Cool. And I'm hoping this will kind of help you, you know, a little bit too when I promote it. And so yeah, like it's one of those things where like I know there's people who want to get back in the norm of getting a haircut, not just like super cuts but like more. Yeah, they are personal. I like their haircuts. Yeah, don't get me wrong. I've done them. Yeah, Lee's Beauty Salon. I've done barbershops. You know, but like barbershop, it's like a hangout. Yeah, while you do it, you know. Yeah,
it's like a different like a place to like socialize, like you know, guys, and that's pretty much what I think us guys need that.
Sometimes, man. Yeah. I feel like sometimes it'd be nice to get a haircut and just get some stuff off your chest, you know? Yeah. It's like therapy.
Yeah, it is therapy, man. I have these young kids asking me, I want to be a barber. Okay, if you want to be a barber, you have to like be a therapist. Like, what do you mean a therapist? You got to talk to them. Like, how's your day? Like, what's going on? You just can't be a quiet barber and just be, you know. Yeah. You got to be a therapist, but a therapy.
Yeah, it's therapy. And I think that's the, you know, bartender therapy, barber, therapy, you know, it's just pretty much anywhere where you can just like have a chat and have a talk. Yeah. Therapy. You go to wine tasting, they're asking, so where are you from? What do you do? Oh, how's your day? How's your you know, they start, you know, obviously they want more money out of you, but it's like, it does help. It makes you feel good.
Oh, heck yeah. I think, we need to talk to people. To get, like you said, get out of your chest. Yeah. You know, hard day at work or having trouble with your partner or whatever it is. You might have some kind of a cool, or into a cool advice, you know?
Yeah. Switching topics a little bit. It's still barbershop. Yeah. You've seen the movie Barbershop? Yeah, yeah. How accurate is all of that? Because there were some few things that were like, you know, like it looked like they weren't even touching the head sometimes. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
I know it's like a movie. Yeah. So... But I just know okay, I see that. But yeah, after a lot, I remember watching that movie, like just watching like, oh wow, cool, a barbershop movie for us. Yeah. But you know what? It's the same vibe. Yeah. It's the same vibe. You know, everyone's cool. Something's going on. Yeah. Personal life, the barber or the, you know, the customer.
Did you ever had El Viejito at one of the chairs, like? Who never cuts anybody's hair?
You know what? Yeah. You know, I remember I was a young barber. Like I said, when I started at 19, I worked in the old man's barbershop. No one wanted to jump in my chair because I was the young guy. Yeah. All these old guys like, are you old enough to cut hair? I'm like scratching my head like, man, what's the age to be a barber, you know? Yeah. But I remember getting, you know, picked on or, you know, the hot seat.
Yeah. Yeah, that's funny. No, I think there's it's not ageism. It's more of just experience that they're looking for when they do that kind of stuff, right? Yeah. I mean, you go anywhere else, you see a bartender that just turned 21 or something and then became a bartender. It's like, what do you know about drinking? Yeah. You just barely are able to drink. Right. You know? Right. Like, so you look for experience anywhere you go. Is that something you look for when you look at something like a mechanic? If you see a young dude with the shirt half tucked out, whatever. You're like, I don't know if this guy's gonna like really find the problem in my engine right now. Like,
you know, it's crazy because like, man, since we got YouTube, a lot of kids had the advantage to like study the game, like YouTube, like I said, like be a mechanic, be a plumber, be a barber, or you know whatever it is. Like they have YouTube, so these young guys are like the future, the future barbers, the future bartender, future plumber, or whatever it is, mechanic.
Yeah, because you said yourself you've looked at YouTube videos for the videography stuff.
Yeah.
Have you had an itch to make videos yourself of barbershop stuff or?
Yeah, I did one video of myself, just record myself, and I think I did pretty good. It took a while because like, I have a camera. I was in downtown the park trying to record myself, and it took me like 20 tries to get that one video clip.
Yeah.
And it took me a while to like actually like look at the camera and just be normal. But it's practice.
Yeah, and then on top of that, you probably need somebody to volunteer too if you want to show people how to hair. But with 5 kids, you got plenty of
5 kids, or ask somebody, hey, you want a haircut, bro? I got you. Someone in the streets like, yeah, I need cleaned up. Okay.
You ever look at somebody who's like, hey man, here's my service, and he goes, what do you mean by this? And like,
I know. I remember I was at Ross, and some guy had he needed a haircut. Like, yo, man, I'm a barber, so if you need to get cleaned up, like it's on me. Just just throw the seat on that guy and see if he wants to. But he never called me up. Just me to, I'm still waiting for your phone call, buddy.
Yeah. It's like, I don't know, like when I'm sure people are appreciative, but I always go in that like what if dark side, whatever. Like, what do you mean I need a haircut? This is whatever.
Yeah.
My wife cuts my hair. And you're like, oh, shit.
Oh, yeah, no, yeah. It's true. I've seen guys got their haircuts from their wives, and I don't see none. I just like, I say, hey, you got to start somewhere.
Yeah.
Right? Your mistakes, that's how you learn, right? You learn from your mistakes, and,
Yeah. You ever think about opening a storefront again?
Man, you know what? Ever since I doing the mobile barbershop, like, man, I love it. I think I just want to keep going.
Do that.
Yeah, I think I'm like more freedom, like just to go see like, different sites out in the country, people's houses. It's a different vibe. I don't know if I want to. Like I did it before, but it's like a new chapter in life now.
Yeah. What's the furthest you've gone, or what's the craziest place you've gone so far?
Man, I gone to Shandon. I gone to Jardine. I gone to Tascadero. Actually going back again, Tascadero, a couple of days. I don't have like a, little limit.
So when you have to drive to places, obviously that's gas, it's time. Mm-hmm. Like what's your rate usually when it comes to like going, 15 minutes away or something?
Yeah, I charge by mile, and like, okay, if he, like an example, like, okay, I'm gonna drive like 14 miles or something, I'm gonna charge you like $80 or something.
Yeah.
But it all depends, it all depends how far you live, or or you've lived down across the street, just come over here, walk to your house, walk to my house. Yeah. or to the van.
Or they can drive to you, right?
Yeah.
They can meet you. Like if they're like for somebody you charge $20 plus all the miles, right? On top of that. So, it makes sense.
Yeah. Especially like the gas is like, it's going up.
Oh my God. It's like $5.40 or something. Yeah. It's almost $6.
Yeah. It's going up, and I'm not really tripping about it. It's like, okay, you know what?
Yeah.
Don't throw a 20 here, and then boom, I'm there.
Yeah.
But I'm not trying to pay attention on the gas prices or on the, just get there, just provide good service, get there on time, and, talk to people. Yeah. And just be there on time. Just provide a good service.
Only because I'm trying to learn more of the world of barbershop. Mm-hmm. I'm thinking of all the little things that like might not go into it.
Yeah.
Competitions. Are there barbershop competitions at all? Do they exist?
Like I know they like you saying, like, cause they do have like expos, like barber expos.
Yeah, barber expos. But like, what about like, judges that like judge the haircuts after they were done, stuff like that? Because I just saw one on TikTok where people were cleaning the window, like how fast and clean it leave it.
No, there is like barber competitions. They just had one in San Luis. Huh. I believe it was the Madonna Inn.
Okay.
like last month. And yeah, there's barber expos going on, man. It's a different world if you go these young barbers do some crazy haircuts. You know, I'm like, man, that's all you guys. I'm traditional, old school. You know, tapers and fades and pompadour, slick backs, whatever. But there's some young barbers like it's a different
going
game.
at it.
Yeah, it's just going. But that's cool. That's their passion. That's what they want to do. Like, hey, it's cool. It's cool seeing that.
And what kind of do you think about the equipment you're working with too? Obviously, the higher the price, the better the quality. But I've seen some product out there that like $50-$60. You know, it's a good start or whatever. But again, I don't know enough about the world. Do you look at the buzzing? Do you hear the buzzing? You're like, okay, that's a good. Good one,
The clippers got better. Now everyone's going cordless.
Yeah,
it kind of reminds me of that brand Milwaukee. You know how they sell you the the tool, but not the Barity.
Oh,
it's the same thing too now.
Yeah.
They sell you the clipper, but they won't sell you they sell you like separately with the Barity too. So you got to buy the clipper and the Barity. It's crazy, man. It's a business, you know what I mean? Like, all right, to make this clipper work, you got to buy the Barity.
Yeah.
But yeah, the clippers got way better, you know.
Yeah.
Osters, you know, there's Babyless, Andes. There's so many clippers out there, like JBL. It's just crazy.
JBL has a clipper.
Yeah,
like JBL the speakers.
No, it's so, almost you know. Yeah, but and they came out. They actually came out like during the pandemic, and I bought that clipper, and man, that clipper was actually pretty good, smooth, cordless too. It's so crazy because like the clipper shows you like how many minutes you got you know.
Oh yeah.
You know how much battery life you got.
Yeah.
And there's like a little blinker, like an oil, you know, little oil light comes on. Like, hey, you need to oil up your clipper.
Oh really?
Yeah, it tells you kind of like a car, like you know, like hey, your check engine come on.
It's the Mercedes of clippers.
Oh, bro, yeah, clippers got like crazy, man. But there's so many clippers out there, and they're all good.
Yeah. What other like equipment that you work with that you go like I got to make sure I pick the right one, like I've done some research on them. Is there anything else besides the clippers that you're going okay, I can't use this because of this chemical, or I can't use this because it's this type of plastic? Do you are conscious about those things? You
know what, every barber's different, so I think it's up to them, you know. You know, it's just whatever you prefer, you know. I mean, you know, but yeah, it's just got to pick your weapon.
Yeah.
You know, but
cause I'm guessing the clients don't really think about that stuff, right? Like they go in, like they want a haircut, but in my head, I'm like, you know, there's, like I said, I don't know enough about the world.
Yeah.
So in my head, I'm like, okay, what are you thinking about when you're buying your stuff? Like what kind of chair? Obviously you want a good looking chair that, you know, goes up and down.
Yeah.
And can support like 350 pounds. Cause you know, there's some big dudes out there.
Yeah. And there is like good, expensive quality, you know, brands. You know, you just got to buy you know, you pay what you get for, I guess you could say, you know. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, it's just a lot of good stuff out there.
Mm-hmm. Who do you find yourself? I mean, obviously you're doing what you can now to get it going again and stuff like that. Do you ever see yourself in competition with any other barbers besides your storefront, like other locations? Like, you ever see yourself in competition with them at all?
No, I don't. I just compete myself. You know, just trying to do better than yesterday. And you know, I talk to the other barbers, and I think it's good to reach out to them and, you know, like, hey, you know, how's your shop going? Just, you know, just vibe with them, talk to them. But I had customers like, oh, your competition doing very good. You know what, brother? I'm not seeing left or right. I'm just focused on me, and it's me versus me. That's it, brother. And if you're doing good, hey, cool. Hey, that's just, you know. But yeah, I don't compete any barbers at all.
Yeah. I don't think I ever saw any competition with barbershop. It's just one of those things that goes through my head.
Right?
You know?
Yeah.
It's like, hey, you're on my turf. You know, like what?
Yeah.
You know, talk about splitting hairs here.
But you know what? There are some barbers out there. They take it to that level.
Really?
Oh, heck yeah! There's some barbers that take it to that level. I'm like, man, like
they try to sit. You know, they'll stand outside your shop and be like, "Yeah, it's a terrible haircut. Here, let me hook you up."
Yeah. No, there's barbers out there just like, hey, I got you. You know, your barber did pretty good, but I can do better. Yeah. You know, but it's just I mean, that's a different barber world, man. I'm just trying to provide good service. Yeah. Talk to the people, have a good attitude, and, you know, change your looks and change, you know, their whatever it is, you know, therapy.
Yeah. Yeah. Is there anything about Paso that is, obviously you've been in Paso for a long time. What has convinced you or keeps convincing you to say, hey, this town is where I'm going to be for a very long time?
I think connecting. I don't think, but I know connecting with your community. That's like a big key to like open up your business will grow, or just help out the community.
Yeah.
It's your number one, your base people. It's gonna help you out and help the community, the kids. I enjoy talking to kids. I enjoy cutting kids' hair, and that's like the future of this town.
Oh yeah. You've probably seen a lot of them grow up,
Oh, big time. Yeah.
Their hairline starts receding. You're like,
Yeah.
that's all.
I remember cutting this back in like 2000, early 2000. I had this young kid, he was sitting like a little booster chair getting his haircut.
Yeah.
Years later, now he has a hair. His son's got he has a kid now. Now I'm cutting his kid's hair on the booster. Like, bro, it's so weird how life is.
Yeah.
It makes me feel like, am I that old? Am I getting that old? But
Yeah.
it's crazy, man. Life's a trip, man. You see behind the chair.
Yeah.
I see a lot. I hear a lot behind the chair. So it's a lot going on, It's crazy.
You ever hear of any drama? Like the guy comes like, my girl's going crazy. There's
Oh,
baby
man.
mama drama.
Yeah, there's some crazy stories that you hear, like this one guy. He went to home for a lunch and he caught his lady with another person.
Oh, snap.
Just like crazy stories like that.
Yeah.
Sad stories, but like, man, you think you have a real bad day, and this guy had a really,
Yeah. I mean, I guess it puts things in perspective for you when you're like, oh man, like, have you ever had a bad customer? Like who you couldn't make them happy no matter what you tried.
Yeah. I remember one of my friend, he was giving this guy a shave with straight razor.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and the guy gets up. He's like, "No, you need to cut it shorter." And he grabbed the razor blade and he start shaving himself, but he actually cut himself. He was he nicked his upper lip, and I wasn't even paying attention till I look up, like he's like bleeding. I'm like, whoa, like homie, what'd you do? No, I mean, he did it himself. He grabbed the razor blade, and he's like, okay, if you want to do it, go for it. And he just butchered his face. And those blades are sharp, man. You could,
Yeah.
you could do some real, damage
That's insane.
with a real, thin blade. But you're definitely. I think once you open up a business, you're gonna have some crazy people. You work with the public.
Yeah. Yeah. When you're open for the public like that. Yeah. I'm sure you had your shares. And what's the most like surprising haircut you've ever done? Have you got anything creative? I remember one time I was a silly 20-year-old. I had him cut like a star into my hair.
yeah. I remember when I was younger, I was doing like designs. Like I did this one kid, like an Impala, the Chevy Impalas.
Oh yeah.
And his dad had an Impala, so he wanted like a little Impala. So I did that. I did like numbers, like a Bearcat paw. But yeah, I was doing that at the beginning of like early 2000s.
Yeah.
But there's some crazy people want some crazy stuff in their head.
Some crazy hairstyles out there. Yeah.
I was like, man, might as well get a tattoo, buddy. Like it lasts forever. But
yeah. Oh, because they keep coming like what, once every 2 weeks, 3 weeks?
Yeah. Every maybe 2 weeks. It all depends what they do. But yeah, majority.
Yeah. I'm just imagining somebody coming in with like the map of Paso. I'm like, I want all the main streets.
You imagine that? You hear a little barcode or something. I'm like, what does that mean, man?
Yeah.
Treasure.
You gotta scan it like a little treasure map.
The treasure map.
From the Goonies or something.
Yeah. You got some crazy people.
No.
Got some crazy haircuts.
No, that's funny. I think about this is stupid stuff I think about all the time. But so you got your barbershop, your videography. You work for the school district. You got a huge community behind you. Like, I mean, I guess if I ask, like, what's your take on the world and what's going on today? Like, are you fulfilled? Do you want something bigger something different, like, or not different, but like something a little bit more out of life, right?
Yeah.
Now that you have this fresh perspective and everything.
Yeah.
Like, what are your goals in life? You know, because you have 5 kids. I'm guessing you want to leave them something behind. I want to make my kids work for whatever.
Yeah.
Right now, they're spoiled as hell.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
My kid tells me to do, like, right now, like, whenever we're like strapped for cash or something,
Yeah.
she's like, "Hey, I want this." I'm like, "We can't. We don't have money right now."
Yeah.
She goes, "But just put it on the card."
Right.
So I was like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
Yeah. So what are your lifelong goals? Like, what do you want to leave behind? What legacy are you trying to fulfill?
I think I just want to inspire people. You know, like what I went through. Like, you know, I went through, you know, cancer, and just give people hope. Like, you know what, man, if you're going through some sickness or whatever it is, just keep fighting, brother. Keep fighting, and that's my goal. Just to, you know, reach out to people and just inspire them and keep going. You know, in life, just stay consistent. You know, whatever your goal is, and whatever life will take you, just keep going. And I, you know, it's kind of hard to say a goal. I just, man, just take it day by day, and you know, and help family and friends and people that you just run across, and like, hey, let's work something out, or do something, you know.
Right. So 2020 pandemic happened, and you said you got diagnosed in 2021.
Yeah.
I mean, those are 2 big things that were happening in your world.
Yeah.
Right. First of all, like, when 2020 happened, were you thinking of shutting your doors to begin with and doing something else?
During the pandemic?
Yeah.
No, I was trying to get so busy, financially busy, so I could pay the rent. You know, like I said, I was kind of crazy because I was actually going mobile, going or going to like business to business, or going house to house, and just cutting hair low key, and trying to get in trouble.
Yeah.
You know, but after the pandemic, and I was cutting hair 2021, and I was getting these weird like jitters in my body. And I called up my wife, like, man, something ain't right. And she said, you know what, I'm gonna take you to the ER and see what's going on. And so they took me to the ER, and I explained what's going on. And the doctor's like, you know what, we're gonna put a scan on you. Okay, cool, whatever. And the doctor showed up, you know, with a piece of paper, like, hey, you have a brain tumor. I'm like what? What do you mean a brain tumor, man? I was playing softball, like running around the bases, sliding, and I got, you know, like, no, you got the tumor is the center of my brain, the pineal gland. And so all my medical stuff happened in UCLA. There was a 14-hour brain surgery. Everything came out good, but once I got when I started healing, I couldn't walk, I couldn't see, I couldn't bathe. So my wife was pretty much caretaking, you know, taking care of me, just cleaning me, washing me. Just it was crazy how your body went to a restart.
Yeah,
you know, like,
I mean, that's the computer right there.
Yeah. It's crazy. My body literally shut down. Like you said, the computer shut down. It's literally rebooting itself again.
Yeah,
and I had to like relearn like how to eat, how to like, you know, walk.
Yeah,
I was in a walker every day, walking every day around the block, and just, you know, just trying to get better with an eye patch. And that, so my wife right behind me, just, you know, guided me, and I'm just trying to relearn how to like. It's weird, man.
So when you meant eye patch, did they go through your eye for the tumor?
No,
or?
they went through the back of my head, and the way they did it, they actually did, I was getting surgery, like up, you know, I was looking up.
Yeah.
So they took all the brain fluid out of my brain, or the back of your brain sag. That's when they went through like the middle.
Yeah.
Pulled out this tumor, made it size like a dollar size, silver size.
Yeah.
And so what happened after the surgery? So my left eye, it went like to the left. So I had to wear like an eye patch to like get this left eye like get back. So I'm still like, you know, working on it because my eye still kind of like wants to tilt to the left. So I'm just, you know, doing therapy, home therapy, or just therapy at a, you know, facilities.
Yeah.
And just you know, practice every day, whatever you're doing.
When when my grandma had a stone removed or gallbladder. I don't know what they're called. You know, the kidney stones.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I think that's what they are. It was too big for her to pass it.
Okay.
So they had to do surgery and take it out of her, and they let her keep it.
Oh, dang.
And it was shaking it. It's like a rock.
It's like a rock in there.
Did they let you keep it?
They keep my tumor? You know what? No. The only thing I kept is my the little the port, the chemo port.
Okay.
So it was crazy. So it was like a big old lump. I could feel it, and it was like my last month of chemo. And I told the doctor, "Hey, once you take it off, can you give it to me?"
Yeah.
So yeah, it's like a little valve. It was crazy because it's like the shape of a heart. The valve.
It would stay on you the entire time you've been using it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like in shower, when you never removed it, put it on. It was there.
Yeah. They opened me up, and they just put it in there, and there's like two ports, one going through your brain and one going through like your body.
Yeah.
So they inject the chemo, and I could feel this big old lump. It felt like I don't know, something you could feel something.
Something foreign in your body.
Yeah. I feel something like it's like sticking out. And it was my chemo port. So I had that. That's like the whole thing I kept.
Yeah.
So it's like kind of like my gold medal. Like hey, I conquered cancer and just thanking God and my family. Just like, man, like it was one hell of a ride.
Yeah, it is one hell of a ride, man. It's crazy like that happened. You never think it's gonna happen to you until it does.
Yeah.
It makes you put things in perspective. I can only imagine.
Yeah.
When I was younger, or as I was getting older, like my mid 20s or whatever.
Yeah.
I saw friends losing like grandparents and stuff like that, and I found myself very lucky. Oh, my grandparents are still alive.
Yeah.
I got everybody still. It felt whatever, and then they all get older. They all start passing away, and I'm like, what's going on? So you start like thinking about these things, like we hopefully have another 40 years. And then we, obviously
to our grandkids, right?
And then to our grandkids, we start, going away. But it's just one of those things where like, man, like life passes you by.
No, yeah. It does, man. I'm every day I'm just waking up like thankful. Like, man, thank you God for seeing my family. Like woke up seeing my family and just life is a gift, man.
Yeah.
Life is a gift, man. There's people right now in the hospital fighting for their lives.
Oh yeah.
I was doing chemo 4 rounds, 4 days in a row every 18 days.
Yeah.
And there's people like just sad, miserable, like in their chemo port just for 3 hours. I remember there for 3 hours, chemo, medicine, and just made me sick, made me nauseous, but I kept going and just, not giving up and just like I said, man, like we're not promised tomorrow.
Yeah.
I was that guy saying like I'll never get cancer, I'll never get but now anything could happen. Anything can happen when we leave in this studio. Yeah,
I know. I think about it all the time. Like you can go out in the car and never make it home.
Yeah, walk your dog, and you got this person just drinking and driving, or just whatever. Check your mail and something. You hear this crazy stories like, what the heck?
I know. I was just talking to him last week or whatever. Yeah. That's insane to be here and then not here, or to go through something and just have that huge scare. I don't know. It's in my head. I'd like to be as thankful as possible because, like, I haven't gone through like life changing tragedies. Like, I have, my grandpa passed away. Yeah. Alicia's father passed away. Yeah. Like, we went through that kind of stuff, and it hits us a certain way. But like, just not being here for my kids would be completely like I can't even imagine it.
Right. Yeah. We have to be there.
No.
We have to be there, and I think what motivates us to like do better for, our kids.
Do better. In my head, I gotta make an imprint on this world somehow, one way or another. Like I want to be in the history books is what I want to do.
Yeah. It's
in a good way, not like the go do something bad and then be in history books.
Yeah. We have to like leave something for them. Like hey, my dad he never gave up. My dad, kept going. He kept going, and I want to be like my dad or keep the torch going.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Then your parents still around?
Yeah, my parents still. Yeah. My mom and dad still you know, living, still kicking butt. And I have a sister. And yeah, just a small family.
Yeah.
You know, but yeah, we just, you know, do the best, you know, like every Mexican, we do the best
Yeah.
one day at a time.
For sure. Yeah. For sure. You enjoy each other's company, you know, and then you go from there.
Yeah.
But yeah. Well, thanks, man. I appreciate your time here. And, you know, of course, let me know if there's anything I can do for you. I know you're going to tell me the same thing after we're done
Oh,
here.
heck yeah, brother. Yeah, this is not the last time we work together.
Oh,
I mean,
no.
I like working.
I got plenty of ideas for you. Like we already started talking about a few things,
Yeah.
but there's ideas going through my head where this studio, it might build to something else.
Yeah.
And like, I'm going to make sure like the people I know are going to work hard for whatever they want to do. You know, you're on that top of the list there. And yeah, just, is there anything you want to say to the audience? Like, I'm trying to end the show with something like motivational.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously you've been motivational through this whole show, and I
Yeah.
appreciate that. But is there any quote that stands out the most that you know, like, if I share this, you know, hopefully somebody will.
Yeah,
take it.
just keep going in life. Don't let your friends or your family like say like, you know, doubt you. Just keep going. It might sound kind of don't doubt yourself. Just keep going in life and just keep fighting. Be a warrior, you know. Just put God first and keep going, you know.
Yeah.
Just don't give up. The keys, don't give up. Have a good attitude. Wake up and go harder. You know, just go hard.
Agreed. Yeah.
You know,
Just keep going, keep pushing.
just keep going, keep
And
pushing.
then if they want to reach you for a haircut, it's Ace's Mobile Barbershop. That's your handle on Instagram
Yeah,
too,
it's
right?
Aces _, barbershop. And yeah, that's my, and I have my video. It's nephew _video 805. And yeah, if they want to reach out for like make some videos, whatever, just for, you know, whatever it is.
Yeah.
I'm an open book for making videos. I like having fun.
Yeah.
I like to make that person comfortable as much as I can. You know, we just connect with them. You know, connect our people here. You know, local.
Connect Paso. Paso's just it's such a sweet spot to live in.
Oh
Like,
man, it's beautiful, man.
yeah.
Paso's beautiful, man. You know, it's not just wine country, but it's like, man, when you get to know the locals and you know, you get to know friends and family, and it's just just growing.
Absolutely, man. Well, thank you again.
Thank you, my
Appreciate
brother.
it.
Yeah, thank you, my bro. Appreciate you, man.